Join me as Azucena Mireles shares sustainable fashion innovations and cultural
Today
inspirations.
we are having a very special guest as always joining us here. I'm excited to introduce Azucena Mireles. She's the founder of Lilian Floss. She's a sustainable fashion designer and a passionate advocate for inclusivity. Susanna brings such a powerful story to the conversation. She's a proud Mexican American, a City College of San Francisco student, and a chronic pain warrior who continues to push boundaries in the fashion space. So, we actually got connected through our shared passion for sustainability in fashion. And right away, I knew her mission and vision needed to be spotlighted here on the Zacian webisodes. In today's episode, you'll hear Azucena's inspiring journey from learning to sew as a kid to transforming everyday items like curtains and bed sheets into beautiful dresses and to launching a brand that proves fashion can be both stylish and sustainable. She'll also share her tips to creating sustainable style on a budget and how she's working to make fashion truly inclusive to everyone. And I believe that's such a wonderful thing. I mean, a lot of people say sustainable fashion is not affordable, and she's working on that. It's going to be a fascinating conversation about sustainability, culture, and the power of fashion to create change. So let's jump in and welcome Azucena Morales to the show. Today we have a wonderful guest, and yeah, Azucena, welcome to our show on Zacian Webisodes.
Thank you so much for bringing me. So very honored to be invited to
No,
the
it is
show.
our pleasure to have you on Zacian Webisodes. So please explain about yourself and what you do, and we're very curious to know about that.
Yeah, so I am a Mexican American born here in the California and have been obsessed with fashion since I was like 7. Growing up, I saw a lot of culture mixing in fashion, and I just want to spread that because there's sustainable practices, native practices, there's sustainable practices in like traditional Mexican and Nicaraguan. There's also my own sustainable practices that I've like developed over the years. And right now I'm going to school to try to grow my ability in the fashion design and understanding of fashion design, how much more we can make it
Wow,
sustainable.
that's awesome. So you said you're a Mexican American. So I'm actually curious to know about more about the Mexican culture. So how does the Mexican culture overall and regarding the sustainability that we call as a buzzword, but it's natural in your culture? What are the things?
Yeah, so you have the traditional like otomo embroidery, which is kind of like you have the traditional Mexican dresses that you see with all the
Mm-hmm.
embroidery work,
Yes.
but that embroidery work is also used in patchwork. Like you use that to patch up your clothes throughout the years instead of buying a new pair of pants. You just add a nice design on them instead. Or, you can even get creative with like instead of floral, you can get 3D dimensional. And like growing up, I saw my grandma doing that a lot. Like my big grandma was always doing patchwork on everybody's stuff, fixing it by like doing men's rather than being like, yeah, let's go to the market and buy you a new dress. She'd be like, no, mija, I got it. We can fix this. And like just seeing that growing up, that's like a part of the sustainability is not throwing
Exactly.
away and not immediately going to buy new, being like, hey, we can kind of make it new by doing
Mm-hmm.
this. And like with that embroidery work, you have it in everything, like in the women's Mexican cultural dress
Yes.
wear. You have it on all their layers on the hupa, which is the dress that is the most common known that you see in my Baja California. And then you have the skirts. And then you have the repaso, which is the shawl that a lot of older Mexican women wear that are like real and lace work. It's once again with hands. They made this with their hands and they're trying to make it last as long as
Wow.
possible. And just growing up seeing that and like being a part of that and watching like all the older women sitting and in Mexican culture there's a time of the day called cafecito,
Okay.
which is basically the time of day where the group of women, like around 4 or 5 o'clock, so kind of like around now, you would get together, you'd sit down, you'd have your coffee, your bread, and you would do some embroidery work or like just talk. And it's just like
Like a woman time, like a
it's a
ladies
bonding
time.
experience.
Yeah.